Hello guys. Been a while, huh? Yeah. A lot been going on. Let me tell you. I'm out here working on this right now. Yeah, that bar. Trying to get this darn thing done. I got the rest of the pieces in here. I got my fan going. And yeah, let's see if I get a little scope of it. Yeah. I don't even know where to begin. The reason it's been a month, I got started out here, trying to get some stuff done. You know, I mean, everything just all of a sudden came to like a screeching halt for us. I don't even know where I was at out here. I think I was working on my bench thing. Yeah, I found some more boards for my bench too that we're going to change up and do some other stuff. I think in my last video I was working on this. It's been that long, honestly, guys. A couple weeks ago, in fact, right here, I'm going to put it up now. I'm going to put a warning up here, guys. If you don't want to hear a really sad story, if you're very emotional, skip ahead. Yeah, we had some really bad news. So, warning. We're getting into it. 3, 2, 1. Okay, guys. Yeah, my son had met this girl about a year ago. Awesome girl. She had a son. We were really looking forward to holidays. We were over working on his trailer. This was about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, somewhere in there. Whenever I worked on his trailer, my wife went to Texas. That's part of the story too. My wife went to Texas to, just to tell you about the time, the fight, what's his name? The big fight they had in Dallas. Yeah, at the AT&T Stadium. Her boss went there and her husband was going to the fight. So they asked her if she would like to go along. She's a very good employee, blah, blah, blah. They like her a lot, so they said, if you want to go along, we'll pay for your motel and your plane ticket. If you want to help my boss's wife with the kids running around while he was going to the fight and stuff. So she got a free ride to Texas, which is her favorite. She's a Dallas fan. I think I've mentioned that before. She's a humongous Dallas fan. So for her to go to that stadium and got to spend the day, she got to walk around the stadium, got to get, you know, trinkets, named, everything. She was having the best day of her life, the best weekend of her life. In that process, my son comes busting in my door at like 9 o'clock in the morning, the night before she's supposed to come back, and falls on my floor. He's screaming and crying. Dad, she's dead. And let me tell you, there's a punch in the stomach. And I'm like, what? Who? And it was his girlfriend had been hit out in front of his trailer park. She lives right down the street. They were working on a tattoo, so she ran home to get some tattoo ink. In the process, a car went off the road and hit her. She was hit multiple times. She was killed. Yeah. It was not a great scene. It took us a week just to get through that. It was traumatic for us, very traumatic. I'm still, to this point, just being able to talk about it and in her memory, you know what I mean? She was an amazing girl. She did painting, she did drawing, she did all that. Me and her were just going to get together to start doing I was going to learn from her. She was an amazing artist. She could draw pretty much anything in the world. She loved to paint like me. Yeah. And him and her they were doing both of each other some good for their lives. So that sent us for a major loop. My wife comes back, we have to explain to her. Her and my wife had been texting on her way down to Texas, like every day, going on what was happening. She couldn't figure out why she wasn't getting no more texts. When she came back, I had to explain to her and break to her. Her best day just turned into her worst day, which was not fun, guys. Let me tell you, it was not fun. Yeah, 'cause she was looking really forward to I mean, she's a mom. You know what I mean? If you're a mom out there, you know. Yeah, things were happening. They were getting close, and things were getting happy for everybody. The next day, we wake up. My wife goes to work, barely. Her stepmother calls her to find out her dad has cancer. Yeah, it just, when it rains, it pours, guys. So, he had to go in and do some examinations, blah, blah, blah. Found out his pancreas and gallbladder and spleen may have had it, so they were going to do surgery. It took a week for that to happen, so we were extremely stressed from one thing to the other. We've had no downtime. I mean, I'm talking no sleep, no nothing, no eating, no nothing, just getting up as a robot, doing your thing, and moving on. Well, as of this week, we just found out they did the surgery. They got all of it. Everything's good. Everything's back to normal. I'm not saying that this is any worse than anybody else's, because I hear it a lot. I mean, lately I've been hearing a lot of people have been going through this. It's so sad. It always seems like the holidays seem to be the most gruesome times for a lot of us. You know what I mean? It's stressful. Trying to celebrate the Lord's birthday. Yeah. So, that's pretty much the reason I have not done any videos. I have had no time, no effort, and no oomph. Sad part over. Let's get to the good stuff. I'm back to being normal again, to functioning. Yeah. It took a lot out of us, guys. It did. It really did. It was horrific what had happened. So, getting the good news from her dad sort of put us back into a better place. My son finally, we went to a funeral thing the other day. So that all got ended and closed, and we're back to pretty much as normal as we can be for right now. We're trying to look forward to the holidays a little bit here. I just spent the weekend, this weekend, putting up our tree. I'll put some pictures up in here of it. And I also had done a painting. I was practicing because I was going to do one for the channel. And it was going to be a compilation of some other stuff. But I'll put a picture up of it here. Yeah, that was just a practice, have fun one, you know what I mean? So I'm going to get another one out here. I have a great picture in my head, and when I get that picture in my head, I love to paint it. My brain probably came back online and everything's working again. But I was like blank. I was numb for a couple weeks there. Nothing was registering. Nothing was working. Nothing. I mean, I didn't even have the oomph to come out here to do anything. I finally cut my grass yesterday. We had like 55s yesterday. Today's like almost 50, but it's really rainy and crappy out. So yeah, it rained all night last night, and the temperature dropped a little bit. We don't have the sun out today like we did yesterday. Having the sun out yesterday was awesome. Especially after 20s. Like, I mean, this was like spring came all of a sudden. Yeah. So I decided to come back out here. This bar, let me turn you guys around now. Yeah, this bar I got to get done. It was my sister's husband. This is going to be, it was for his garage, and it's an old style bar. You put your liquor down inside. You have these that open up, which are these tops here. They open up, and then becomes a serving bar type thing. So she had it sitting in there, and they were trying to get some stuff moved around and get rid of, and she came across this and said, hey, I'd love if you could redo this for them and bring it back to, you know, it was really beat up, and it was a different color. So yeah, we went with the cherry wood, we'd go with the black, and still plug in here, but I just got them clear coating these. I literally had to wait for it to warm up a little bit, because 22 degrees, even with the heater in here, it's really hard to get the temperature up here enough to spray. You know what I mean? Then my gun decided to get clogged up. That really gave me a run for the money, so I had to tear that all apart, clean it, soak all the tips and everything. Do not leave your mineral spirits in it thinking that that's going to keep it clean, because what happens is if you're using clear coat or some kind of stain or something, it has a tendency to coagulate in the spots you don't want it to. Just a little tip there. So yeah, these are the doors. That's the back. I did them all last week, like some. So heated, don't keep going up there. By the time I get this thing all sealed up, spring's probably gonna be here. So yeah. And we got a little wind, a little rainy wind blowing in here. So yeah, let's close that up. I gotta get the door sealed up. I gotta get the jamb done. I mean, I got this big crack there. You can feel literally the air blowing, and that's the west. So literally the wind just blows nonstop from there forever until we get to northeaster, then it changes. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I figured you guys were due for a video, just to bring you up to date where things are at. We had a very sad month. Yeah, a very sad month. Traumatic, sad, the whole 9 yards. I finally figured out how to use my iPhone, or I got a codec that lets me download from my iPhone, so I'm hoping this video is good. This is the first one I've done on my iPhone, so I thought we'd give it a try. I wanted to see what the clarity was like on this one compared to my old Android that I've been using for the past couple years. Yeah, guys. I pray for everybody out there. Honestly, our family's been praying for each and every person. We even prayed for the drivers. We hold no remorse. Accidents are accidents. We don't know the full extent of that yet. We're we're waiting to hear the full reports and everything and the whole 9 yards with that. So we don't know how that's going. But if it was an accident, it was an accident. If it was negligence, it was negligence. So we're just going to let the Lord deal with it. Yeah. I prayed for each and every other soul out there. I see so much of it. I hear so much of it. I mean, my son's a police officer, so we hear a lot of tragedy, that just what people go through. And I pray for each and every one of them each day, so that we know what it's like going through it. You know what I mean? And having a family member with cancer, whatever it is, there's just so much. I mean, there's so much. I came across a whole bunch of flooring. Yeah. Right there. It's some wood planking flooring. I got 3, 4, 5 boxes of it, so I got to get that. I mean, it's just been, people been calling me and, hey, I got this, come over. I grab it, bring it in the garage, throw it in here. Like I said, 22 degrees for, it was like that for like 2 weeks. Yeah, that wasn't fun. It's going to be some major organized. I got to get this thing out of here. Once I get this bar out of here, then we go back to terrorizing and cleaning. That's why I wanted the extra heat source. Because once I open that up, get the heater in there, get that going, I'm going to get a bigger space heater, I think, one of them little fireplace things or something. I'm going to have something. It just, like I said, the thought went out of my mind right when we got to that point. So I got to get some organizing done in here, get some cleaning. Like I said, there's going to be paintings coming back up here, guys. We're doing the winter scenes like that. I skipped over the autumn pictures. Normally I do like some autumn stuff too, but that was then, and I wasn't into it. Yeah. So I don't want to make this too long. I wanted to get a video up so people knew what was going on. The other phone's a pain in the butthole. Yeah, so I got some new phone things to hold my phone so we can set phones up everywhere and get cameras going. After New Year's, I'm going to invest in a new computer and a new camera. Those are my next 2 goals, where my money's going, because this year is not going to be much more as far as that goes. As far as the rest of the stuff, it's just putting it together, cleaning, organizing, and da-da-da, you know what I mean? So I will be spending some money on my flag for the resin to get that up there, and the lights, but that's nothing. We're going to be doing some scrapping, guys. I got a bunch of stuff I've collected throughout a little while here. We got to get some scrapping done. I have a lot of stuff planned. Yeah, you know me. That slowed me right down. Let me tell you. Tammy, you know how I am. You know I'm a runner, run. God said you're going to take a breath for a minute, and I did. So my wife's thing is still sitting right here. This is this is the top. This is the board for the top. So I gotta get that done, but I can't do anything until I get this bar out of here. I don't want anything scratched. Not after I spent all them weeks getting this thing pristine as I did. So once I can get this thing out of the way, get this back over to my sister's, then we can go full out. I can get this painted, get those in. I'm gonna do, like I said, the murals on the side for her thing. Get that over here, because I can't use my saw here, my table saw, to cut that big piece, or even a table saw, or my circular saw, because I don't want no dust on anything. So yeah, no sanding, no cutting, no nothing. So it's just get this stuff done. We got the little table there that we're gonna do. That's gonna be my first sandblasting thing. Will be that. I'll show you guys how it works. It's pretty cool. I tested on there, and it does work. So yeah, it's perfect. I'm gonna have to build me a little container to collect the sand, and so I'm not just blasting sand all over the city, you know. But I'm gonna build me some kind of little like tent that I can put either over me, or like I can walk into and just work in it, and then sandblast and let the sand collect on something. I can pick it back up or dump it, whatever I want to do, you know. We'll get to that point later, but that added another thing to it. The whole point was that when I get intricate stuff like this, I'll turn you guys here. Let me show you real quick. See, when you get stuff like that, you have to bring out the your Dremel and try to go around there and not nick it or something and mess up the stuff. Well, I think it was, no, this one. Yeah, I went around it, and you can see on the bottom where it took the stain and stuff right off, but didn't damage the wood or nothing. So yeah, I found out that that works really good around any kind of things like that, the intricate stuff. So my thought is, like, whenever I get chairs or anything that has that embroidery or any fine tuning, I can go through and clean all that if I want to stain it and not have to worry about messing it up or changing it or anything like that, or taking the big sander to it. I can take that, erase it down enough that I can restain it. You know, I mean, it's restainable then. Once you've got the poly off and your stains down, and if you're going with the same color or close to it, it's okay. You know, you just get it down light enough to where it can be worked with. So yeah, guys. Oh man. Last month was a long month. This month just started. Now I'm gonna be getting on my cookies and baking and all that kind of stuff. So I'll show you guys like some of the baking I'm doing. We've been working still. We've both been working. My wife's hours changed, so we're back to 5 o'clock again, 6 o'clock. Yeah, and I'm tired. I'm tired. So it's one day at a time now. Working on this. I got the paintings, like I said, coming up. You guys are gonna get to see probably about 3 or 4 paintings, hopefully this month. I can get some knocked out. I love doing the winter scenes. That's one of the ones I love doing. As you see, that one, that was just for fun. That was just see if my paintbrush still worked, and I had it still. You know, you got to get that perspective in your brain back, and that's what it was to bring all that back forward. That's why I didn't do the actual recording of it. I just wanted to see if I could get something perspective back and get my brushes working again. When you walk away from them, it's sort of like riding a bike, but yeah, you can do it, but you sort of forget some of the little things it does, or your hands just don't have that fluent thing that you want it sometimes. So yeah, I mean, it's all for fun. I mean, we're not going to be making any major money or getting rich off of them, so it's for fun. I have a couple of people that text me on Facebook that said they were brought back by doing some paintings, and they're back to doing paintings, so I'm so happy that I'm inspiring. It's awesome. Yeah. But guys, let me get this stuff out of here, get cleaned up, get everything cleaned up. I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. This is one video I hope to never had to do. Yeah. I would have been perfectly fine working my butt off and being stressed out and doing all that, than have to do this video. Let me tell you, it wasn't one of my fun. Sorry that was bounced around. Yeah, it wasn't fun. Moving on is moving on. You know, you pray to the Lord, He gives you the strength, and you move on. So, to anybody out there who's suffering or going through anything painful, I'm praying for you. May God bless your soul. May He come down and take your pain away and give you the strength to get through it. In Jesus' name, amen. So all you guys be safe out there. Have fun. Enjoy the holidays while you can. I pray for each and every one of you that you get all that you deserve. You know, everybody gets what they need. In Jesus' name. So let's get on to the next things. And like I said, the next video, guys, this will be done. I'll be showing you a picture of that. Moving on, and we're going to go on to some other stuff here. Start wrapping up and getting some fun things going. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't wait to get out here and start decorating. I was expecting to already be there. You know what I mean? Getting some stuff on the walls, start getting I got a room full of stuff. I have a room full of stuff in there that I want to get out here on the walls and start making this my place, you know? So right now I've been just getting by with what I got right here, and it sucks. I mean, half my tools are organized, half of them aren't. It's not the way it's supposed to be after I went through all this work. So yeah, we got lots to do, guys. Lots and lots. So we're back. I'm going to be knocking out some videos because I need to get some videos back up, get my views back up. We're getting there. My channel's finally slowly working. TikTok's helping me. I got 6 new people. Thank you. If you're watching now, thanks for hitting that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. To all the new subscribers. I still don't know what to call you guys. Family, friends, blah, blah, blah yet. So once that day comes and it comes out, it comes out. Right now you're still guys. So we're going to work with it. So peace, guys, from Searching Souls.